why do you get offended by the question, what do you bring to the table? YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy D Brown. And here with my boy Ali again today. What's going on, Ali?
Everything cool. What's going on YouTube?
Nice to see you, dog. But today we about to talk about something that's pretty popular. Pretty much everybody talking about it. And it's basically the dynamic of female culture today. Like what is changing, so stuff that we noticed that is changing about females and how it's kind of affecting us as men and the dating world. So I like to start this off by presenting the question. Like, I don't know if you can remember, because we ain't that old. So
right,
it's really hard to see the true shift in women from before and now. But what are some things you notice about women that kind of like not good? Like, what are some negative things that you notice that is happening with modern day females? Like that is not a pleasing to us as men.
I mean, I wouldn't say all because, I don't think all modern day females are the same. But if I had to say, I feel like they place men's value immediately on their ability to what you could do for me right now. It's like a right now thing with modern females. Like they don't look at the developmental process of what it takes to be like in a relationship or on a talking stage. Like it's like, I just meet you Thursday, by Friday, what can you do for me? Like that's where I add with I wouldn't say all, but a lot of modern day females, you know what I mean? Like that's where I add, and that's what my view is on that. Like if you want to touch on or elaborate on that more, than you'd like to hear what you thinking about it.
I mean, I agree, but I feel like that's how they always been though. It's just just can see it now, like social media.
Social media.
You can hear everybody's opinion now,
right?
Like, and they more bold with the things they say. You know what I mean? Women ain't hiding. They ain't hiding nothing no more. Like like they have this sexual liberation where they feel like they have a bunch of partners and they shouldn't be judged for it. There's a lot of hidden things that we didn't know about women. They're starting to be more bold about it. So honestly, I feel like that's how they always was, but they just was playing the role a little bit better.
More discreet with it, yeah.
More discreet with it, but now they're just like, nah.
Like they out there.
They getting convinced by city girls and all that stuff to be like, yo, hey,
this will be on.
Price. You know what I mean? Name and price, and we can talk from there. And I don't know. It's like they look at it like two ways. Like as you want to feel secure as a woman, right? So you can't be like 100% mad that they're looking for a dude who well off. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing that kills me about it is the entitlement. It's like you are like they entitled to your money. It's like in order to talk to me, you gotta pay me. It's like just like who y'all think y'all is, bro? Like that's what I feeling, bro. Like some of these girls nowadays, not all, it's never gonna be all, but it's like, come on, y'all. Some of them overdoing it a bit though. If you just go on Twitter or something or TikTok, some women really overdoing it.
But then okay, this another good way of looking at it, right? But then you ain't think like some men are a reason for this problem?
Yes,
like
we not 100, 90%.
That's what I was saying. Like they ain't all to blame. I mean, everyone should take responsibility for what they do and their own actions, but most of the time, a lot of dudes be to blame for why females act like that.
Operate on that.
When I say that, I mean like number one, simping. Like, come on, when I say simping, like some dudes are actually like, okay, whoop whoop, I dishing out this corn, I won't get with this girl. I can dish out as much of this corn as I ain't watching no face. Like some dudes really like that, bro. And
And,
I
and
be like,
and
come on, dog.
for the people that might not be watching this from where we from, which is the Bahamas, Bahamian dudes, kryptonite is women, bro.
Woman,
They
bro.
will spend, they will spend their last dollar on a bro. It's serious, bro. You
It
say
is.
simp, it's a lot of them, especially where we from, bro. Like
Yep.
they would give their dying dollar to a woman. So it's like almost like you can't really blame them. So it's like if 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 you got dudes in your phone, right, who don't get no play from you, you get the food guy, the light bill guy, the just miscellaneous funds guy, and these dudes just giving you money just for you to talk to them. Of course, you're gonna have some type of entitlement because it's like, oh, I had to work for it from these dudes. So
Right.
everybody, you know what I mean? That's something that women, I could say, do wrong. They allow one situation to dictate like how they think about everything going forward. Like you got one dude who quote unquote simp out for you, so now you feel like every dude is supposed to do that. Like you gotta know
Right.
the difference, bro. Everybody ain't on that type of time, you know what I mean?
On that type of time, right? But then look at the backlash when, like, let's say a guy like me or you who ain't really down with that simping thing. Like, look at the backlash we've received. Like, the first thing a girl say, a female will go get on a rant. They'd be like, "Oh, he broke. He ain't got no money." But that, like, you know what I mean? Like, they spreading all type of propaganda about you
You
and
gotta
putting that
not,
on your name. You see what I'm saying, right?
I know what you're saying, but you gotta not care. But I don't care about that, bro.
Exactly.
That don't move me in no way. If you think I broke, okay, well, whatever.
That on you,
I don't
like,
care. That's the thing. That's a lot of dudes. You gotta develop that don't care, bro. I don't give a that. I don't care what y'all think, bro. That's what you think. I don't care. I believe in people earning stuff for me, bro. And if I was to speak on my experience, the girls who get the most things from me is the ones who never ask, who barely.
nah,
You know what I mean? That's the
that's
girls who get
true.
the. I'd be like, hold on, you don't be asking for nothing. Nah, let me surprise you on a little something. Let me take you out. Let me get you an outfit so we can go out. Like the girls who
Right.
did ask for things, they're the ones who get the most stuff out of me. Like the genuine women who they are for you and know what you could do for them. So just going on that, how do you feel this new age women mentality, just everything in one, gonna affect relationships, especially in our community moving forward? The black.
Boy, I mean, when you look at it, like, I feel, okay, first of all, right, I feel like a lot of this is harvested through cultural, it's a cultural thing. Like you say here in the Bahamas, like we have a culture, like, and even men have a culture of womanizing and having more than one woman. And women have this thing, like, where you really alluded to it, like, well, you know, they have the food guide and the this guide and that guide. But to touch on more on what you say, I think there's a lot to do with what we see in the household, but like for real, like, okay, for instance, I'll give you an example, right? Like, I know a lot, I wouldn't say a lot of females, but I know like a good much females, right? Their mothers, like, let's say and I speaking to females like who mom and dad ain't together, like, you know, they just, you know, had them and early in a relationship. But I know a lot of girls who like their moms like liking married dudes, bro. Like they getting money from married dudes. So like, and then when you talk to them, they see no problem with liking a married dude once he dishing out that money. Like they literally saying this, but like one, and their favorite line is once he dishing out that money, green light. You know what I mean? And that's where we are moving forward. Like I wouldn't put all the blame on women, bro. Like I can't do that. But like the mindset is and especially with the iteration of social media, it's terrible, bro. Like terrible, bro. I know. But moving forward, I mean, the mentality of females, like I cannot say, like, woman is the most confusing thing on planet Earth, bro. I can't even give that a straight answer, but like we try, but like we can't give it a
I don't
straight
know.
answer.
I guess I don't know, bro. Like I feel like I feel like this all like a doing of, I hate to say it, like I feel like the the bad white people kind of spring all this stuff on us just to kind of tear the community down, bro. It's like you notice
That's
like
not a good point.
a lot less marriages. Whenever the feminist movement start, from then it's a lot less marriages in our community, a lot less children being born, a lot less everything just going down. Like you gotta have you gotta have nuclear families in order to push the community forward, right? And a lot of that ain't happening no more because it's a big war between our men and our women, bro. And it's like nobody
You mean
listen,
like
nobody listening to nobody. Like we have
right?
to compromise, bro, in order to move forward. You know what I mean?
I mean, and that's okay, and that's the thing a lot about a lot of modern women. Like, and like I say, like men is a part of the problem too because a lot of guys asking for stuff like what they themselves in return are not providing. Like for one, men are supposed to be providers, but that have to come under a contextual construct. But like men are supposed to be providers, but like to which limit? But like, am I being a provider to someone I just talk to? Am I being a provider to my girlfriend of 2 years or my fiance or my wife? That's a difference, bro. Like a lot of females believe like, yeah, because like me and this guy talking, he's supposed to do everything for me. Men are providers. That's their context for that situation. Like, no, bro, like just because we talking doesn't mean I'm supposed to provide I can't do stuff for you as a choice. Me being I only can speak for myself. Like, yes, I'm gonna do stuff for you if we're talking or we're at that stage, but I'm not obligated to constantly provide for you under that premise. Like we are not married. If we're in a relationship, that's fine. That's up to my discretion. I am the man. Men are providers, but I can't be providing for someone who I know ain't got my best interest at heart. Like I'll be simping at that point. You see what I'm saying? So like it's a fine line, but it's like a fine line you have to walk, but it's crazy, but this whole thing is crazy, bro.
So I'm thinking about it. So like, what are some things that you think women should like, and not all again, but what are some things that you feel like, or you think that they could do to kind of like get this ship going again, like this whole get the family back, you know what I mean? Get back to like the '60s type vibe. I mean, we'd never go back there because women ain't really had no rights back then, but
Right.
get the family dynamic back from women and men. What things you think need to change mindset wise?
I
I don't
mean,
on the
I think,
spot.
I think what, and this for everyone, not just women. I think it starts with self-weight, and I think a lot of people think that everyone think they are the prize, and everyone should think they are the prize. But I think a lot of people don't evaluate themselves. When I say evaluate themselves, they always believe like, oh, it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault, but they never look within themselves. Like, you know what? Maybe I need to change this about myself. Maybe I need to change that about myself. People don't look like that. But like relationships will end because a girl, but like this is how I feel. Relationships always is end when the woman ain't happy, bro. Always, bro. And that's how, based on my experiences, that's how I view it. Like man happiness is put to the back burner, bro. Like that's just how I view it. And I don't care who disagree with me. I really don't care, but that's my view. All relationships end because the woman ain't happy. When I say, I would say all because sometimes men cheat, sometimes women cheat. You know what I mean? But I feel like most of the time, relationships are only in jeopardy when a woman ain't happy, bro. And like sometimes in some relationships, I feel like a lot of people just be yearning or wanting for more. You know what I mean? And it's some like if we ain't married, it's your right to explore your options. But while you in a relationship with someone, you should be like uplifting and pushing that person to be the best version of themselves. But like I feel like people always believe they have better options, but and that's to me that's a bad thing
Too
because a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. You know what I mean? Like you may be seeking something greater that time you're greater in front of you. You know what
right.
I mean?
Yeah. It's
That's how I look at it.
too much options. That's just the social media age, bro. It's like
Yep. Yep.
2005. It was no DMs to slide in, bro. People
Real.
people used to walk around in the mall with pen and paper, bro.
Real.
You used to have to go and really talk to a girl. You know what I mean? Back then, you couldn't not 100%, but you almost couldn't sleep with a girl if she wasn't your girl back then.
Right. I agree.
Wasn't your
I
girl back
agree.
then, you couldn't sleep with that, bro. She was known as a HOE, and girls did not like that title back then, bro. But
Nope.
they notice they starting to embrace that, bro. So it's like on the female side, it's like the entitlement, the unearned entitlement. I feel like I need to bring that down a notch.
Come on. Yeah.
Bring that down a notch and listen to men. Listen to what men desire out of a woman. Like women don't listen to men. It's like it's just me, me, me. Like
Like,
listen, listen
not
to
to
us.
interrupt you, right? Like, just how you say that, bro, it's like, it's always what the man bringing to the table. It's always what the man bringing to the
They
table.
get
Like, what you
offended.
bringing to the table.
They get offended by if we ask the question, "What do you bring to the table?"
Yeah.
Why, ladies? I had to look in the camera and say, "Why do you get offended by the question? What do you bring to the table?" Please explain, because I really don't know. It's just like, all right. Let me rephrase the question. Suppose I say, if I ask a lady, for the man you desire, how do you plan on enhancing his life? That's literally the same question. It's the same question. What do you bring to the table is really just asking, what you gonna do for him? And if you getting offended by that, that means you ain't trying to do nothing for him. That's
So
what they're
why?
telling me. That's
That's
what,
a why.
yeah or nay? How you can
That's
get
yay, bro.
offended by that? If you get offended by someone asking you what you gonna do to help me in this relationship, that means you ain't planning on doing nothing for nobody. So why would I want you if you ain't planning on enhancing my life too? It's not a one-way street. But anyway, maybe someone can answer that question. Hopefully, you know what I mean. But other than that, on the men's side, what I see a lot of dudes doing is they expecting a lot, but they ain't really got much to offer themselves.
Oh, for
Like,
themselves, yeah.
it's like so it's like you can't. But how you want someone to cook and clean and you can't like if
You
you
can't
expect
go there. You can't go there and buy the bread and get the
all the
food,
money.
bro.
You got to make all that, bro. You can't be like cooking clean and raise the children, and your girl got to work too, bro.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
real
coming
talk.
home from a 9 to 5 and expected to cover meal cook, bro. That's where you got to compromise until you could get to the point where you could, you know what I mean? So on our side, what we doing wrong is we have kind of like a high expectation ourselves, bro. It's
Yeah,
like we getting fooled by a lot of these dudes on YouTube, you know what I mean, saying, oh, a lady should be cooking for you and cleaning for you. Yeah, they should. Maybe they should, but
that's if
you
you
gotta you gotta
providing.
you gotta provide everything, bro. You gotta make her,
Exactly.
you gotta put her in a comfortable position to where she could like, all right, I don't have to work, I could do this. You know what I mean? I can raise the children. And then maybe when they reach a certain age, I can get back out there and work on whatever my dream was. So
Right.
honestly, it's from both sides. Like we effing up on both sides, bro. And I don't even know. I don't know how to. I don't even know. I don't even know how to get it.
To like, yeah, I know what you
I don't
mean.
have
Like,
the answers, bro. I don't know, bro. I just all I can do is just hope that I find one that match all the things that I like about a lady and get out the game, bro. It's like the more time you spend on social media, the more you want to be out the game, bro. It's like it's crazy out here, bro, Ali. Like you in a relationship, right?
yeah,
So you don't really gotta, you don't even know.
I really got it.
You know what I
I
mean?
really.
You don't even have to
That's what
look.
I'm saying.
But
Like, I
I
don't
don't,
really have to. I don't really have to look, but so does it be like to me like. But like I used to be contemplating every day, all day, like, but I really need to get off social media. But like, you sometimes you make it a part of your life that like you'll go scroll for like one of the 20 minutes, 15 minutes, like you know what I mean? But it ain't nothing like major with me. But
right.
like, and I think another thing, another very important point is perception. But like when I say perception, and this go for both sides. The scene only directed towards females. This go for males and females. Like a girl will really take a nigga serious based on, like you say, like the hopping and DM thing. Like a girl will really take a nigga serious based on how he gets pictures or how he look, like what he wearing, like what in that picture, like if this nigga got jewelry on. Like some girls actually like look at those stuff, and niggas, they look at, she got a nice body, a nice shape. She light skin, like things like that. Like, and they say that's perception. And the time you meet these people, and after a while you find out like they the scum of the earth, like their personality suck, they shallow, like, and they like disrespectful on a certain level. Like, but you find out a bunch of things, but and perception is very crazy, bro. Because
It's
I talk to go ahead.
always reality, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
perceive someone ain't how they always is. Like, how I don't even understand the concept of that. Like, you look at someone, you see that they get all this stuff, and you just think that they a certain person that don't even make sense. Like, you never even talk to them, but you feel like
they have it together. Like,
yeah, right. So that person, it could be that might not even be theirs, bro. That might be someone else on. It just warping your perception of them because they know that this works. Like,
I'd say this, right? I'd say at least 85 to 90% of the people on social media who we see and come across every day who wanna paint this picture that they live in this glamorized lifestyle, bro, they really ain't, bro. Like that, they really ain't, but and I always say this is my number one rule, but I will not portray a lifestyle that I am not living, bro. Like I can't do that, but that's like me living a lie, bro.
but it's that, bro. I ain't there yet, bro. So I ain't gonna act like I am. But
Yeah, exactly.
I am. You gonna know?
Yeah, you can know. Like
it ain't no lie. It ain't gonna be no
that
lie.
thing together.
It ain't gonna be no lie. No, I ain't no flexing dude and nothing like that. But
you can know. Yeah,
you
can know. Yeah.
You might see me rolling in a old school or something. If you see me rolling in something nice, just know it happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it happened. I am him now.
It happened. You know. See me got on an extra chain or something like jewelry. Just know it happened.
Yeah.
Know it
Real
happened.
talk, right?
But we run out of time now, bro. So I appreciate this conversation, bro. And I hope that any lady or dude watching it kind of like understand that what we say in this segment of the podcast is not all the malicious intent. It's just kind of like what we notice, bro. It's just the things that we notice happening nowadays, and we just trying to like get to a point where we can like eradicate some of the negative traits from both sides, man and woman. Sure. So we can kind of like get the family dynamic back. I grew up in a 2-parent household with my brothers, and I like that life, bro. It was balance. I had perspective from a man and a woman. It kind of turned me into. I noticed that people who grow up in these type of homes grow up to be well-rounded adults, bro. So yourself, you're a well-rounded young man. I am. People I know in that position, well-rounded, bro. So I would really like to continue that trend. That's for me. That's really all it is. You know what I mean?
That's real talk.
You know, like growing up in that 2-parent household, it better.
I grew up in a 2-parent household too, so I could definitely second what Dana's saying for real.
Well-rounded young man, bro. Even your sister, I was cool with. We was friends with nice young ladies, so you could kind of tell that. You could always tell.
You could tell, like
people who grow up because they so respectful and stuff, bro. Like your manners, respect, they consider it. They you know what I mean? Unbiased. It's just like it's well-rounded, bro. The nuclear family is one of the greatest things. Like, you know what I mean?
Agreed. Like, and that's why. Come again?
That's saying that's one of the greatest things God can put us in as an individual.
It really is, bro. It really is, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Dead grateful to say like Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
A lot of people ain't got that privilege, bro. So I be thankful every day that I could. You know what I mean?
And some people don't have like that good relationship with both their parents. You know what I mean?
I got a good relationship with both of them. So I might be the anomaly. So you know what I mean? That's why it's easy for me to spot deficiencies in men and women
Exactly.
modern day. Because you know, I kind of see how two well-rounded people come together and make a family. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this was a good episode, bro. This is
Yeah, this is solid way.
so I appreciate everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. More videos on the way. We gotta do so. We gotta get this going though. We gotta start shooting more. We got a sports channel too. Gonna link that in the description. Check out that podcast. We got a podcast coming later on this week about Kevin Durant for all the sports people out there. It's gonna be nice, trust me. But again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, leave ideas in the comment section on other things that you might want us to talk about. And we get with y'all next time, bro. Anything you got to say for you, Dip Ali?
The only thing I would say, like the NSA, like anything we say, the malicious intent, and understand too, like it's just our opinion, our male perspective, and coming from our perspective. So this ain't no shot at ladies or men, but it's just like how we view it, and that's all I wanted to say.
That's that. All right, everybody. Peace.